How old does a goat have to be before they stop doing foolish things like this? Hey, stop it! That's the meat. Okay, I help Mr. Huck. I got Mr. Huck. I got you. Hold on. Right? Almost, Mr. Huck. Mr. Huck, bend your horn and turn there. Now back out. You're very welcome. You're welcome. Oh, stop it, Leonard! Why you all got the devil running through you today? Why? What was the purpose of all that? Sheesh. You know what? I was going to go in there and do a gift. Oh my God, leave her alone. I was going to go in there and do a gift and goodies, but I just changed my mind. I'm going to stay right out here and do it because y'all got the devil in you today. Dear Lester, congratulations on Longhorn Lesters. Every time I watch one of your videos from there, you seem so calm and your voice becomes soft, gentle. What in the world is wrong with me? And your voice becomes soft, gentle, and gracious. All right, so I've backed the side-by-side up to our little side pasture. And some of the babies have walked out to say hi. I'm not going to go inside the pasture today because a lot of these have already been ripped open from the donkeys last night. Well, it's something that, oh, Lester. I promise you I was gonna go through these today. Oh no, no. Lord, if that is not broken open, I don't know how. But I am going to go ahead and open these few here. I'll set the camera up because everyone knows that going inside here with these babies can be a lot of fun, be really cute, but it can also be it can create a lot of mayhem. For your beloved piggies, from Janet Pierce. Thank you, Janet. And these over here, more than piggies, everything loves these. Thank you so much, Janet. Over here, I got a couple of shirts. It says, Lester, I got you 2 Arctic Cool shirts because I don't know if you're a 1X or a 2X. I'm only an X, but bigger's always better than smaller when it comes to guys like me. Trust me. This is funny. Thank you for making me laugh with all of the antics you go through trying to make a video. Leveling a post, pouring concrete in a hole, all at once. Looks like you didn't get a tripod for your cameras. You guys do know that no one got the humor in that video. To a point now, I call this the bunny rabbit. I'm sitting there literally holding a camera and still trying to pour concrete. So I'm trying to shake and jump up and down as I shake the bag of concrete contents into the hole. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was serious humor. And no one got it. Everyone felt sorry for me working alone. I was being funny. That was funny. I'm sitting there like a bunny rabbit, like doom, 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 doom. There you go. With the bag of concrete and working, I called it working alone, and everyone thought, oh, Lester, it's so sad you got to work alone. No one saw the humor. That was hilarious. And no one got it, but I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you did. This is from Pat. Thank you, Pat. From Iowa. Wow. So the gift is for Lex. Hi, Lex. Enjoy your gift. Hi, Lester, Jamie, and family. Enclosed is a gift for all the fur babies. Hey, Jamie and Lester. Here are the goodies from Ohio I wrote you about. It includes the Voodoo Vodka. Hope this helps. I really enjoy watching the videos of all the fur and feathered babies. Your friend and family, Lori Will. Carl, we got some snacks. They're mealworms, your favorite. Oh yeah, those are good. Thank you, Lori. This person is my lifesaver. Seriously, this person is my lifesaver. Guys, you all know what this is about. You all know what this is about. I could eat a lizard off that tree if I had some A1 sauce to dip them in. Thank you. Enjoy your gift after a long day's work at Longhorn Lester's. You both deserve it. From Aaron in New Jersey. Bath bombs to Lester Morrow. Hi, Lester. I thought you would need something for your new prayer place. I hope you like it. From Kim C in Colorado. Oh my gosh. For my prayer place, this is going to be funny. I'm trying to work with one hand here, Kim C in Colorado. Lester's After Dark. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. Guys, I'm turning the camera around. Kim C in Colorado knows a little something about me that you don't know yet. I am going to devote my Longhorn Lester's page on YouTube to only talking about things that most people can't handle. Most people can't handle. And so Lester's After Dark is what I'm going to call those videos where I'm going to discuss real topics. Hi, I'm Brianna and I am from South Carolina. I want to start off with saying I think what you guys do is amazing. I've been watching you for 3 years now, and I thought it was time to send you a letter. I hatch and raise my own chickens. I have ADHD and a learning disability. Your videos help me get through a hard day's work. Your day a little bit easier. I don't know about ADHD, but I do have similar issues, and I'm so blessed that you are able to use the videos to get through hard work days. This comes to Lester and Jamie, and there's no note, but it's a farmer. It's a dairy bucket. It's a dairy bucket and a stool. Come out of there. And oh no, it's a little tower. Oh, how cute. I thought it was a bucket and a stool that someone would sit on to milk a cow, but it's actually a little tower that goes like that. This is awesome. I made a big mistake. When I sliced this box open down the middle, I also sliced a letter in half. I did not realize it. So there's pieces of letters all strewn through here that I'm gonna have to try to work my magic and put back together. Here's the beginning. Hi, Lester. I watch your videos every morning. I was so happy to see that Santana finally had her baby. You were so proud of that little one. Hey, does that make you a grandpa? Ha ha. I guess it does. I just love how you show all the babies lots of love. They are so lucky to be a part of your sanctuary. Pig Trudy's my favorite, but I love them all. I especially like how they get so excited and jump on the side-by-side when you're opening the gifts and goodies. I hope you like all the gifts and goodies I sent you from Monica Davis. Monica, I'm sorry I ripped your letter when I cut down the middle. I had no idea. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at this one over here. So, the country life. The big letters spell farm. Be strong when you're weak. Be brave when you're scared. Be humble when you're victorious. And be awesome every day. I love that. And look at all of this stuff. So we have a package from Jessica, but her note says, do not read this on a live. So I'll read that privately. There's all kinds of things in here, guys. It looks like little lip balms. These must be homemade goat products. So Mary Louise sends me a gift that she says she hopes I can use it at Longhorn Lester's. It's a magnetic post leveler. So it kind of shows you if your posts are level. And obviously here at my barn, they are not. Looky here. If like minds don't think alike, here's another post leveler that's not magnetic to help make all of your fencing projects easier. Longhorn Lester's is beautiful. This is from Loretta in Canada. Isn't that awesome? So yes, so when you're building and you have a square post like this, you can put your leveler like this over here and it shows you both sides at the same time. I should be a little embarrassed about this, but I'm not. After your most recent video where you were gifted a bath tray, I wanted to get you 2 things to make your next bath absolutely amazing. Hopefully you'll like these bath bomb scents. This is from Abby. Abby, thank you so much. Bath bombs for men. Wow, make the bath bombs a part of your life. And don't think I won't. All right, so there was no name attached to this one here, but it says scary when Lester says, I have an idea. Ooh. Wait, what can be scary about that? My ideas usually work. Got a whole box full of all kinds of gifts and goodies. And I want to talk to you about the lady who sent it. So Carrie here, she works for an animal control place there in Indiana, doing that for 20 years, y'all. 20 years in southern Indiana, an animal shelter. And she says that she also deals with depression and anxiety. And it's another reason she likes watching the channel. She likes to hear from people about their struggles and how they're doing. So she thanks me for sharing my journey with her. I just appreciate her. She sent all kinds of treats, just a whole plethora of really neat stuff. And thank you for sharing your story with me, Carrie. Thank you for keeping your videos real, except for when you're being silly on purpose. Yeah, that happens. I started watching because I like that you show the good and the bad of farm life. Not everyone can handle that, though. You don't hide or dismiss when something bad happens. It's a part of life, and I respect that you share that with us. I have laughed and cried along with you about so many things. All right, so Christy thinks we can use these to help tell our feather babies apart. So wait, for Lester, I can never remember all their names. This is gorgeous, and we need a new flag. Ours has about had it. There's no gift receipt in this one. I don't know who it came from, but I will hang this up now. Teresa Eulenhake has sent some keychains over that she's made, I think, and they all say Longhorn Lester. Thank you, Teresa McCacken. If there's one thing that we can never get enough of around here from all of Aunt Jamie's feathered babies, Carl and his family, it's these darn mealworms. Don't they just look delectable? This here comes to the littles. Oh my goodness, I know what this is. Oatmeal. I can't get it with one hand. Thank you very much. I gotta find out who this is from. Carl, stop. I found a letter. Carl, I was gonna read a letter. Carl, I'm about to read a letter. It's okay to read aloud. It's okay to read out loud, Carl. Lester and Jamie, hello. Hope you're having a great day. Even though I am a horse and cat person, I've fallen in love with Tex. Oh, it'll be so great to see them all at Longhorn Lester's place. Keep on keeping on. From Carolyn Olson, and she's in Minnesota. Thank you, Carolyn, and we appreciate that. And look who's come back to say he's sorry for running off like that. He didn't realize that the letter was not going to be about him. He did not want to have anyone get on to him today because we've been on him enough lately. Hello, folks. Lester here. There's no name on that because the donkeys chewed it out of the wrapper. That's a keychain. And Longhorn Lester's, the original brand of chaos, home of Tex, established 2022. I'm a survivor donkey in a farm animal sanctuary. Hello, Lester and Jamie, and everyone else on Morrow Hill. Hi, going old school with an actual letter. I love this, y'all. I love old school with actual letters. Maggie, do not spill my Kool-Aid, please. Anyway, she is excited about the new baby Longhorn. Gina Campbell from Pennsylvania. I got a couple of other shirts here. This here is the state flag of Texas. Not actually, but this is the state flag shape over here in the colors on a longhorn. That's beautiful. That one there just says Longhorn. And this here comes, there's no gift receipt inside of the packaging. So I'm sorry about that, but it comes to I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, Lester Morrow, oh, here we go, from Meg Foley in Northern Virginia. Thank you, Meg. All right, so no offense, but I'm going to give this keychain to Jamie. This over here looks like a female version of Moo with the glitter and all. And Jamie does not have a set of keys for Longhorn Lesters yet. And I think she's earned a pair. I think she's earned a set of keys. So yeah, this over here will go to Jamie. Thank you very much, and that is sweet of you. All right, hey folks, that's a pretty good angle right there. You can see Jake in the background, and he's over there moving some hay around, cleaning out the Little's barn, trying to get those geese to move on. A water purifier. Now I can only guess that this is something that someone sent, because you know that we have started a little bit of a, I feel weird saying a prepping location, a bug out house, but no, we've taken the big building over at Longhorn Lester's and we put a couple of shelves in there, quite a few shelves actually, where we're going to kind of keep some staple foods, some different kind of supplies that we would need in case of a future food shortage or some kind of a currency crisis opened up by the donkeys, but they had not gotten into. We got this here box of, or this package of chicken crack. It must be delicious. It's kind of neat. They are outdoor. It's an outdoor cup and phone holder. So you stick these in the ground and it can hold your cup and your phone if you're going to be lounging around or sitting somewhere where you, maybe if you had a pop-up chair you wanted to sit out, and or hey, the hammock, my prayer place at Longhorn Lester's would be a great spot for this. Something else that was already opened when I got out. So the front of the shirt says Longhorn Lester, and the back says, this is cute, Shirley Bird, back it up, girlfriend. I love that. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on right now over my sweater. There we go. I love the shirt. Thank you very much. And it fits just fine. So thank you so much for that. And I wish there was a gift receipt on it. I also found several rolls of these. It's a toilet paper with a J. Yeah, that would be a J. Oh, this is interesting. The back of the toilet paper reads, you ready for this one? Get ready for a feel-good moment. Did you know that every time you use Real, which is the name brand of the toilet paper, you are helping prevent deforestation? Well, do you know? With every 100% tree-free, plastic-free roll of Real, oh, is that an R? Oh, I thought it was a J for something for Jamie. Okay, for every roll that you unwrap, you're taking part in something bigger. Thank you for choosing Real and making a change. This is made from 100% bamboo. It's biodegradable, zero plastic, there's no ink or dyes. So wait a minute. This toilet paper is not made from trees. It's made from bamboo. This is to Lester and Jamie. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to start off by saying thank you so much for spreading such joy to the world every day. Thank you for saying that. Sometimes the videos are not always received the way they were meant. But sometimes the video is meant for good intentions. But I think humans by nature like to formulate a good guy, a bad guy, a plot, some kind of a conflict, the drama. And that's so, but this is no soap opera here. It's fun. Making videos is a lot of fun. And sometimes we might be responsible for creating some of the drama. But I appreciate you saying that you see the spreading of joy through the videos. I can distinctly remember the very first video I watched that put the biggest smile on my face. It was 2 years ago when I came across my first I'm a Survivor clip. That day, Lester was videoing an empty pasture and started yelling, "Come on, Littles!" But I hope that you hear this and I hope that you understand this. I have absolute zero guilt in my heart and in my conscience from accepting money from advertisers, because that's the way the world works, and that's the way the world has always worked as far as TV, radio, advertising. And so you watch a video and those annoying ads pop up, and those folks who continue to watch, and even though you have to, oh my gosh, here we go again, another 15 seconds of my life being wasted, but you hold on just to see what continues on in the video. And I have no regrets taking that money and using that to make a living and to provide for my family and even provide for the animals, and at this point able to, you know, buy a piece of property to give Tex his best life. But what I don't like, what I don't feel comfortable with, what I've never felt comfortable with is accepting money. I always want you to take and use that money on yourself and on your families. And I want you, if you're a woman, then take that money and go get your hair done or get your nails worked on or buy yourself a purse or shoes, whatever women like to do, a new dress or some yoga pants. I don't care, but I want you to spend your money on you. And if you have extra money, then spend it on your family. Go buy your mom or your dad, your son or your daughter, something small. And I always say this, but if you're the kind of person who's just insistent, you're just insistent, you have to, you must send something, then do it through the Facebook supporters, because that's $2.49 a month. And you know what they always say, this is less than a cup of coffee a day. Well, this is less than a cup of coffee a week. And it may not seem much, but it is a small blessing that we receive in a monthly check that we can turn right around and put to immediate use here on the farm. All that is also part of the nonprofit. This is so very important. This is probably the most important thing to know, is that the donations that come in from the Facebook supporters goes directly into the Inc., the INC, the nonprofit. And that makes me feel great joy to make you know that Lester's not off buying the fanciest tennis shoes, or they're not doing some kind of world travels on our dollar, because that is the last thing that this family ever wants you to think, is that we're taking your hard-earned money and living a lavish lifestyle. I want the babies to live their best lives, but I am completely content living the one that I have now, driving the truck that I have now, and just living the life that I have now. I never want to be one of those kind of guys who could ever be thought of as taking advantage of good-hearted, kind people. I know I'm rambling on, but that's so important to me. And I know that I speak for all of this family when I say that. So thank you so much for all of these things. All right, let me continue on. And bamboo toilet paper. This ought to be interesting. That says Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. This is something the donkeys have already opened. I don't know why they didn't get into these, but they opened the box and had some potato chips. This was something the donkeys had opened already. I don't know what these are. I thought it was rubber bands at first, but there's some kind of garlic and parsley cholesterol-free noodles with an apple butter dipping sauce. A bottle of vodka. It comes with a cap, and I saw there was a shot glass. I don't know where I set that. I saw there was a shot glass. There's also some cranberry juice, some Ohio maple syrup. Now these are all the things that was already opened from the donkeys last night, and somewhere there was a shot glass. And I'm only guessing that this had Jamie's name on it, and it must have been for her Timeout Tuesday. So I will pass this along to her. And I'm sorry it was me that found it open, not Jamie, because obviously this is something that was meant for Jamie. But vodka. And it's called Voodoo. That's interesting. Okay, so it says vitamins and electrolytes. Hey there, I was watching your live and I wondered if maybe adding an additive to Carl's water could help. I watched a video about it for birds, and even though it's not for ostriches, just a thought. Prayers to you from Catherine Moore. So this is a water-soluble premix of vitamins and electrolytes for cattle, horses, goats, sheep, swine, and poultry of all classes. Sweet girl, look, it's for you, baby. Somebody thought about Maggie, and they got her some Buddy Biscuits. Maggie, looky, baby. Come up here. Can you come up on me? Let's try one of these Buddy Biscuits. If Maggie can't come up, then I'm going to go down. Maggie spent the whole day with me at Longhorn Lester's yesterday, and she was exhausted. Oh my gosh, Maggie. Oh, sweet girl. Something good for Maggie. Yummy. I can't open them, Maggie. Okay, I got them. Okay, y'all ready to watch this? Sit. Sit down. Sit. Y'all see that pretty girl sit down? There you go, baby. A biscuit. Maggie, a biscuit, baby. So Maggie, sometimes she gets a little bit shy on camera, but or she may just not be hungry right now. Hey, look, here we go. Hey, who wants a biscuit? Who wants a biscuit? Oh my goodness, Aaron will eat the biscuit. How about you, Zachary? Zachary likes biscuits. Oh boy, here comes Ringo. Ringo likes biscuits. Hey, you big go much. Maggie, stop. You didn't want them, so leave Ringo alone. Now this here comes to Lola and Petunia Morrow. I know that you know that we lost Lola and Petunia several months ago. Maggie, you said you didn't want them. Can't be upset that Ringo's eating them. Maggie Morrow, you did not want them, so leave Ringo alone. You hear me? I'll put you in timeout. What I'm gonna do. All right, so the box says fragile, and obviously you know that we had an incident with our donkeys getting into our packages last night. That was no one's fault. It was all Jamie was trying to keep the donkeys out of the storm, and so we did get there was some damage to this box, and it's a beautiful picture that was stitched. And on the back of it, it says it was made by Diane Allworth in Oklahoma City. Much love to you all. And we can replace the glass here. That's not going to be hard to do. Jamie goes to Hobby Lobby all the time, and she can replace the glass. But this over here, the stitching on this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. And so thank you so very much, Diane. I know that name, Diane. I think that you do a lot of comments because I've seen your name around a lot. So Diane, that's very kind of you. I want you to notice the intricate detail that she used inside of the stitching here. I don't know how people can do such work. This is just really neat to me. And so Diane, I do apologize for it falling out of the side-by-side and getting broke. But you had packed it very well, actually. And those donkeys, though, by dropping it onto the ground, were not able to keep it from. So sorry about that. And that's always been a little bit of a problem with our gifts and goodies, is that sometimes it's hard because we use a side-by-side for everything. So this here, it comes to Lester Morrow It comes straight up to Lester Morrow. There's no I'm a Survivor. It just says Lester Morrow. Oh, so it has longhorns. Just a little throw blanket that has longhorns. Dear Lester, as someone who has spent all her life in or close to New York City, I have never been close in proximity to a cow, a goat, a pig, a hen, etc. Something to snuggle with as you continue to make Longhorn Lesters a reality. Regards from New York, Paula. Paula, thank you very much. I don't know why. Every time I'm a little emotional today, and I don't get that. Seriously, I don't get that. I keep feeling my voice quiver like I just need a good cry. Do not go into comments saying, go ahead and cry, Lester. It's good for the soul. Yeah, it's good for the soul if you're a woman. Society has come a long ways in what we allow and accept and are okay with. And that's great. It's needed to be that way. But there's one thing that I'm still not okay with. Even though society may be accepting of it, I'm not okay with it. Watching a grown man cry is just something that I will probably never be okay with, and I'm sorry that I do it all the freaking time. And ooh, woo. Guys, look at this. These are like little things that can go onto your wall and be like, they can hold your cap, or you could hang your belt. You could do all kinds of things with these little hooks. That's cute. And I got sent several of these along with screws for the wall and everything. Look, there's 4 of them. And they say they're handmade in Maine. And I believe this letter is going to tell us a little bit more. So this was written on April the 18th. Dear Lester, congratulations on Longhorn Lesters. Every time I watch one of your videos from there, you seem so calm and your voice becomes soft, gentle. What in the world is wrong with me? And your voice becomes soft, gentle, and gracious. If that makes any sense. I can see your light shine whenever you talk about all the things you envision of that property becoming. I love when you just walk around admiring the land that surrounds you and is, and she puts in all caps and underlines, this is your place. I hope that you and Jamie will find peace and happiness there. It goes on and it talks a little bit more about the how do I say this? It's hard to talk about Longhorn Lesters because a lot of people on the page have not been very receptive to the fact that I bought that piece of property. And there have been a lot of folks who have just outright said that they don't care to see. Here's the exact, I'm going to try to say the exact comment that has stuck with me, even though I probably should just let it go, but it goes something like this. I came here to see the animals, not see a man fulfilling his dream. I came here to see the animals, not to see a man fulfilling his dream. Okay? And so that was the comment. And then, of course, you get 41 people who give it a big like and a thumbs up. And so I get it, y'all. I get that. I'm not mad at that person. I didn't block them and ban them, and I didn't even remove the comment because I get it. I get it. A lot of folks come to the page for the animals, for the babies. They did not come to I'm a Survivor Sanctuary to see a man fulfilling his dream. And so I've battled with how much of the Longhorn Lessers do I play on the I'm a Survivor channel, but I'm gonna have to, this is the way I've kind of broke it down to myself, in the fact that as much of the animals are a part of me, Longhorn Lester's is also a part of me. And if you can't see this, if you don't have the vision to see what's happening here, then you're gonna have to open up a little bit, and you need to realize this, that over time, the two are going to merge. You have to see that. It may start off as a place for my Longhorns. That was the intended purchase. That was the reason we went and we found the perfect property for the Longhorns. My hobby, not a rescued animal, but my hobby, a place to give them their best life. It evolved into where I talked about the fact that I would also end up eventually moving the ostriches, because of the fact that the ostriches are a liability here. Carl, especially Carl, and the females, they're a liability here. They're going to get us in trouble here because we are surrounded by people, be it church kids or people that find our address and come by to visit. I'm a Survivor Sanctuary is not set up to where we can keep people away. Yeah, we can put fences around our pastures, but people, you already know this, they come right to our fences. And we cannot block the roads on each side and put up security guards. And we have cameras everywhere, but a camera can help solve or maybe even deter a crime. But a camera is not going to tell someone they can't walk up and look over your fences. And so even as recently as this past Saturday, they were having the graveside service for my Uncle Riley. Now, Uncle Riley, they did the memorial a while back, but during the graveside service, which is right here, not far from where I'm standing now, our little private cemetery, right there where the cluster of trees is at. You guys know that there were people that walked over after the service because they were lingering around. People were lingering around, which is fine, talking and loving. And at some point, someone had found a way to jimmy my gate open. And so I got a message from Cousin Kenny. We had left to take Lex home, and Cousin Kenny says, "Hey, bud," he goes, "all your animals are out." Guys, that includes ostriches. What I'm trying to say is, Plum Grove, where we live now, it's prone to flooding. It floods. We've flooded 3 times in the last 3 years, where this hill has been covered with water because of all of the development across the street. There are some animals that we could move in a moment's notice, but where can we move them to? Because before we get flooding here, all of the roads leading into Plum Grove also flood. And so we would be foolish to leave any animal behind that we did not think could survive another flood. And so we may be setting longhorn Leicesters up for the longhorns, the ostriches. We're also going to set it up for animals that are not real conducive and bonding here. Animals that don't get along, animals that are struggling, animals that would be better off with more one-on-one attention. But listen to me. I'm 50 years old, and as I stand here now, looking at all of this beautiful, gorgeous piece of property, the fencing, the pond, the pastures, the barns, even the mobile home, our double wide. You know that I own nothing here, right? I own nothing. Yeah, I've made this my home, and I have for 26, 27 years. But this is not mine. This is my dad's. My dad's never deeded off any property. My Uncle Raleigh, I love my Uncle Raleigh. He's dead now. He died not too long ago. But you do realize that my Uncle Raleigh died and never deeded off any property. And so now, all of the kids and Joanne are all going through, I forgot what they call that special court where the judge has to decide and divvy everything up. And that's no knock on Uncle Raleigh. I love Uncle Raleigh and I love my dad, but they hold on, my friends, as much as you love my dad. I'm not knocking my dad. I get it. But they hold on until the end. They hold on. And the ongoing joke is that they'll die and let us fight over it. And I'm not going to fight over it. I'm not. I love the life that I have had here. And I know every inch of this property. I know every inch of this property. The entire 500 acres. There's not a piece that I don't know. I could walk it blindfolded. And there's something special about that. I have found Indian arrowheads. I have found old Spanish coins along the old wagon train road that runs right through my front yard. Yet it's never, ever been given to me. I have hauled hay, I have built fences, I have run cows. I've walked along my dad's side since I could walk, doing jobs and chores, knowing that one day I would inherit. And I don't think that one day I won't inherit. But it's hard for a man to live his entire life and never say that he owned anything. And so it's true, I did. I used my YouTube monies and I made a purchase of a piece of property that's mine. And there is going to come a time when these two are going to merge together. And so if you're upset about I'm a survivor not being I'm a survivor, then you've forgotten what you're here for in the first place. It's all of the babies behind us. And so I am creating a beautiful, beautiful place for them to live out their lives as I will live out the rest of my life. Now, if I do ever inherit land, whatever I inherit, I'm not going to sell it because it's Morrow land, and Morrows don't sell their land. We don't. I will immediately, though, I will tell you this, I will never hold on to it the way my dad and his brother held on to it. I will deed it off to my sons, to Jamie's son, and I will let them choose their futures, and I will let them use their land for collateral if they want to build a home. Uncle Raleigh has 3 kids, and none of those kids live here because Uncle Raleigh would never deed off property. And so at some point, a man just, and maybe even women, I don't know exactly the mindset of a woman, but there's something special about doing something and owning something of your own. And so I have that now. I've gone off on quite the rant, and this video is dragging on. And so I appreciate that letter, but I also don't mind letting you know that if you're going to be someone who's going to be uncomfortable with the slow coming together of most or eventually all of the babies here at I'm a Survivor Sanctuary making their way over to Longhorn Lester's, then it might be time to start looking around for your happy place, because what I'm doing every day when I go over, I have a vision. I have things drawn up and mapped out to where there's more land there than what there is here. I'm building as good of, if not better, fences there than what I have here. We're getting ponds dug. We're getting just everything that you need to have in place to make the transition. So there's not some grand reveal. This is not some kind of a grand reveal, and this is not going to happen tomorrow. But I would be a fool. I would be a fool to expose these babies you see behind me to more flooding, because it's coming. The next flood is only the next storm away. There's quite a few more gifts in the side by side, but I'm going to go ahead and save those for another time. But hey, this letter did not upset me. As a matter of fact, it just kind of helped reassure me that what I'm doing is right, and that for as many people, the 41, I don't want to see a man fulfilling his dreams. I only want to see animals. Well, that's fine. And so if you are in fact here for the animals, then you'll have to one day know that the animals are a part of my dream, and that you're going to have to see them both together.